Alright, so here's the spiral combos that was promised yesterday. But we had a hurricane here, so it was kind of difficult.
Kind of struggling for our lives, so
Yeah,
we decided
so-
you guys can go off for a day.
So there's just the first two card combo is going to be Quick Fix, Machine Dupe, and Cormac can take it away from here.
Yeah, sure. So the first thing you do in this combo should be obvious. You normal summon the Spiral Quick Fix. And the Quick Fix, you'll add a Spiral Gear for deck to your hand. The first one I generally go for is the Utility Wire. This is because if your case get drawn unlocked and you have a Super Agent already in your hand, you can have some form of protection for the next turn. And then if you're still able to make your double helix, you have a protection. So this is in your hand. Then you're going to activate Machine Dupe. Hope it resolves, don't get ashed, sort of stuff like that. Special summon your two other Quick Fixes. The two cards you're going to search off it are the Drone and the Big Red. This is going to be important for the combo in a minute. So this goes to your graveyard. Just pop it over here, I suppose.
Yeah, just sit down here.
Yeah. We'll link these two away for the Spiral Double Helix. We don't activate the effect yet because we don't have the top card of the deck. So first off, we're going to activate one of the Quick Fixes in our grave, discarding the Drone. This one's really important. Discard the special summon the Quick Fix. Activate the
Anywhere except for the...
Anywhere except directly underneath Double Helix, so you need to have the space open for the master plan. Trigger your Quick Fix effect, adding probably another Drone, make the most sense. Then you're going to activate your Big Red. Special summon back your Drone from your graveyard that you just discarded. You're going to activate its effect, stacking the top two cards of your opponent's deck. And then now that you know the top two cards of their opponent's deck, you're going to activate your Double Helix. You're going to call it right because you already know the top card. And then special summon out Spiral Master Plan. Master Plan effect is going to, on it's on the field, once per turn, adds a mission to your hand. Not hard once per turn, by the way, so if you decide to play multiple missions, you can keep bringing this back off of like your rescues and whatnot, and then keep adding more copies. We're going to add the rescue to our hand. This is the only copy that we play in this deck, but with other combos, if you're playing more copies of rescue, you can just extend further and further. And now at this point, you can basically go and do a multitude of different combos. The easiest one that we're going to demonstrate here is just we're going to link away the Master Plan and the Drone into a Proxy Dragon, because this will get the Big Red into the graveyard. And then we summon it here, and then this will trigger the Master Plan. When it's sent to grave, it adds a Resort and a Spiral monster. So we'll add the Super Agent, and we'll add the Resort. And then at this point, what we can do, we can activate the Resort. That's isn't it? Cool. You activate its effect, you'll add your Sleeper to your hand, the boss monster for the plays. And then right now, what we can do is we can overlay these two Quick Fixes here, the one that you brought back, to summon the Lyrilisk, the new card from the new set. Quick thing, by the way, that people don't know, its other effect, other than searching DD Crow, is that when it's summoned, you can target a monster you control and it gains 300 attack times the number of materials that it has. So at the moment when it's summoned, you can activate its effect, targeting your Double Helix, give it 600 attack, make it a little bit beefier in case like your combos.
If you're going second
especially, it's pretty important.
Does it make it 600 forever, is it?
Permanent, yeah. That's a pretty big thing. And also
Dragon 2K,
exactly, things like that. And it also has a cool thing as well where your opponent will take all battle damage involved in this card along with it. So like, you can just summon it on 0 and crash, and if like they're on lower life than you, if they did the Strudo combo, for example, you can just kill them. But for the important effect for this combo, we're going to detach to add the DD Crow to our hand, which is pretty good for the mirror match because you can hit things like Quick Fix, the summon off of Big Red, summon off of Rescue, and all sorts of things like that.
You can make Sleeper dead as well.
Yeah, exactly, all those different things. At this point, we'll discard the mission Rescue from our grave. To which? Put it there? Yeah, cool. And we'll special back copy Quick Fix. Triggering its effect, adding another copy of Drone. And then here, you can activate Super Agent effect, special summon it because you already know the top card of their deck, so you just call it. You can link these three away for your Firewall Dragon. And then at this point, you can then activate another one of the Quick Fix that was underneath the Lyrilisk, discarding a Drone, special this back, adding back the last gear that we're playing in our deck, which is Resort. We're not playing like extra copies of Big Red or anything, it's just for the most basic combos that you can do. Then we can overlay these two to special summon a copy of Sylvan Princess Sprite. So this is like sort of like a point.
High roll.
Yeah, a high roll is sort of part of the combo where you can like draw like literally like anything. Or if you just send like a hand trap to your grave, it's not even that bad because then you can just bounce it back up the firewall. So detach. We'll just do like a quick shuffle of the deck, for example, just to see what we could get off the combo.
See how good it can be.
Yeah, exactly. I was doing testing last night and I top decked a soul charge off of this, so I was like never punished. Add set rotation, which is just like insane because then when they go to activate their stuff in their match, or if they go and evenly match, if they actually try and activate evenly match in the battle phase, you can chain this and then they have a card on board.
So you get to keep 2 cards.
Yeah, or you can do it when they go enter battle phase. You can just flip this and their evenly match is dead and they can't activate it, which is pretty important because they control the card.
Oh, okay.
So this is a reason why I would recommend people playing this for why CS is coming up and whatnot. And then here we just have a couple more basic plays. We can, oh not the last as well, whoops. We will discard the 3rd copy of drone to special back another quick fix. Or actually, in fact, instead of discarding, what we could do here in the situation is we could banish the copy of rescue in our graveyard. And this is another point where if we had more copies of the missions in our deck, we could bring back the master plan, add another copy of rescue, another sort of, just keep going. In this situation, it doesn't matter too much what you bring back. We'll just say, for example, we bring back the super agent. And then you can just link these away for a Eve, which gives your firewall protection and gives it a 2nd bounce off this. And like at this point, you could just be content with then summoning your sleeper. Don't summon it into the zone in front of their action monsters now, because if they summon a Kashi here, they can just bounce it. So you want to summon it either in the far right or far left. And it doesn't matter too much the cards that you'll banish here, but probably the best to banish would be the big red.
One of the 2 drones.
One of the 2 drones, yeah. And then something else around, maybe the master plan, because it's not doing too much.
Yeah. If you're not playing the 2nd mission, it's probably...
Exactly, yeah, it's not doing too much.
You've gone through all your cards that can use it.
Yeah. And then we equip the last sword from our hand to make it indestructible valid card effects. And then we'll set the utility wire. And then with this, this is a blank card, so this could either be a card in grave or a card in hand, but you've definitely searched your DD Crow, a drone in hand to further your plays for next turn. You also have a drone in your grave
and a super
agent to banish back to further your plays for next turn.
And all three of your quick fixes as well.
Yeah. And also, like, at the same time, you could have discarded the drone to special back a quick fix and kept the rescue in grave if you want to special back something else in your grave in case you're worried about them breaking your board. But this is just the most sort of standard basic board that you can make. A double bounce, Phoenix Wing Blast, a double pop, and a DD Crow. And a drone for next turn in case you have to get over a big beefy guy.
And 3 other cards could potentially be hand traps.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. They could be hand traps, they could be a card like this. There's loads of things that they could be to like extend the combo further, but this is the most basic thing that you could do.
Yeah, that's right.
Cool. So this is like combo 1. We'll go through some more combos now here.
So here's combo number 2 in the tutorial. Same
2 cards.
Purpose machine dupe, but you can do a different end board, a different end hand. So
So this combo ends you, instead of ending up the sleeper, you'll end up with the Baguska, which is the new rank 4 from Circuit Break. I'll explain it when we summon it, what the effect actually does and why it's so good, but we'll just go through the combo right now. So first off, again, the beginning of it is fairly similar. You normal summon.
Fire through the start.
I'll just quickly get through this. Again, if you have a super agent or a way to make helix through Drone Knocker, you add this first. That's just a heads up. Then we activate Machine Dupe. Special summoning our extra copies of Q from deck. Then adding the big red and the drone. And then we will link these 2 with for a double helix. And then again, you have to pitch this first for the quick fix, so you can big red back the drone so that you know exactly what you're going to be hitting. Again, it doesn't really matter too much which one you add off this quick fix, so just add another copy of drone. Activate big red, special summon back the drone, again not underneath this. Call the top 2 cards of their deck, or stack the top 2 cards, activate this effect, special summon the master plan from deck, activate its effect to add the mission from deck to hand. And then again, the mission from deck to hand, which is the best one. Again, we'll link these away for the proxy dragon to forget this effect. They're a little bit far away, And then trigger the master plan, which will then add the resort And
There's in a religious context.
the super agent again from your deck to your hand. Again, we'll overlay these two. For the recital Sterling, again, we'll boost this by 600 because there's no reason not to. Activate its effect. Adding the DD Crow from back to hand. And then at this stage, we will special summon the Super Agent because we know the top card of the deck, so we'll just call it again. Link these away again for Firewall. And then we will pitch the Rescue to special summon the Quick Fix, triggering the Quick Fix effect, adding the drone from back to hand. And then we will activate the other Quick Fix engrave, pitching the drone, special summon another Quick Fix engrave, this time adding the last resort. Then before we do anything else, we will activate Resort. It will add, now you can choose a couple of different options to add off this. In this scenario, we'll just add the Sleeper. We're not going to be summoning it this turn, but you can add it to like summon the next turn and then just like play through stuff. You can also just add like another Super Agent and sort of stuff like that if need be. But for the time being, we're just going to do this. Then we overlay these two to summon the Princess Sprite. We activate the Resort first, we get a monster out of deck, just a higher chance to hit a spell trap off this. So we'll just like see what we hit off this, and oh look, God card. It's a blank card, but if you draw this, you're golden.
Yeah, you can extend it a bit more.
Yeah, it's just insane what you can do then if you have this. And then for this, then what we can then do. If you drew a card, you can just pitch it with a Quick Fix. Yeah, you can pitch the third drone from your hand. Summon another Quick Fix. We don't have any other targets in our deck, but if you play more, you could have them yourself.
If you've played 2 big reds, you can search the second big red.
Yeah, exactly. If it's set up for next turn in case you feel like you're going to get your board broken. And then we link these 2 cards away. The Quick Fix will get banished because it was summoned by its own effect, but that's not too much of an issue. With this, then we're going to summon the Eve again, and then we're going to trigger the Firewall effect. The Firewall effect will special the last result, which may look strange, but this is just the card that we chose to show this off with. If you added a Super Agent off of the Resort, you could just special Super Agent, and you can hold a Resort for something, a last resort for something else. But like this is just like, again, there's a bunch of different ways you can play this.
And if you play a second last resort, you can
add that one again.
Do something later.
Yeah, exactly. Like we didn't add anything of this last Quick Fix, so you could add the second last resort there if need be.
And that means next turn you have Sleeper Resort in hand.
Yeah, ready to just go off.
Yeah, you can just throw it on the board now.
Yeah, pretty much, exactly. And then we banish the Rescue from grave to special back the Super Agent. Because the effect is when it's in the graveyard, you can banish it to special Spy Monster from a graveyard. And then these 2 are both level 4, so then we can overlay for our boy Baguska, the Terribly Tired Tapir.
Yeah.
So, to explain, if people don't know what this card does, this card's insane. There's a reason why people are kind of hyping as even like it's like even super, it's like €2 or €3 even over here in Europe. So its effect is that, I'll just read it off you word for word so I don't get it wrong. Once per turn during your standby phase, detach 1 material from this card if you cannot destroy it. It's not too relevant.
Yeah.
This attack position card cannot be destroyed by your opponent's card effects, and your opponent cannot target this attack position card with its card effects. So it can't be targeted or destroyed while it's in attack position. So it's a good body to like attack into stuff a lot of the time. Yeah. But what's really good is when it's in defense. So while this card is in face-up defense position, change all face-up monsters in the field to defense position. Also negate the activated effects of monsters that were in defense position while this effect was activated. When that effect was activated. So you summon this guy in defense, all your link monsters can't go in defense, so they still get all their effects, and he's also just to lose 1 turn on board. So, for example, in the mirror match, they summon Quick Fix, it goes straight to defense, they don't get to search. They summon Super Agent, well, it's even special summoned by its own effect, it has to go defense, you can't pop a spell trap. Sleeper has this effects to get it, so it can't pop stuff. That's why you don't summon Sleeper and this onto the same board, because this negates the Sleeper. But what you can do is that, like scenarios like this where you search the Sleeper already in your turn, so you like summon this, you stop them doing anything on their turn, you detach, and then on their turn, you switch this to attack, you summon the Sleeper, you pop a bunch of stuff, and you have like tons and tons of damage on board.
So you'll have, if you hit a spell trap, you have 4 cards and 2 search cards, and then you end with a trap card.
Oh yeah, and the utility warrior also set. So in this scenario, you have a lose 1 turn, you have a bounce 2, and you have a Phoenix Wing Blast, and you have a setup for the sleeper.
And the DD Crow.
Yeah, exactly, and the DD Crow. And also, off the resort end phase, you can just send back a drone in case you need it for next time, if you need to beat over a big body, so you can just search it again and then you can just summon it. Make, like, for example, the double helix or the sleeper, like, really big if your opponent has a bunch of cards in there.
And if you played the extra drone or big red or something, you'd have to set a card and still end with 6 cards in hand, so you get like whatever that is, a plus 11 or something.
It's something ridiculous like that. Just 2 cards.
Plus 8.
Yeah, and this is just the very like basic combos. There are for other combos where, for example, if you play multiple copies of this, you can end up extra linking them, where you take like all 5 zones. But what we feel at the moment is that that's like, getting a little bit greedy, and it's like, because we don't have Trigate in the TCG yet, you have no protection from the extra link. So like you have all this stuff, and E protects both these guys, which is really good. But at the same time, if you didn't have this and you just kept linking monsters up here and here, you'd have like 2 firewalls here, for example, but you've no monsters. You've no like co-links if they board back you. So we just feel like having a lose 1 turn, a bounce 2, and a finish swing blast, and a DD Crow, or replace this, or even just replace it with a sleeper, depending on the deck you're playing against. This just seems like a safer option, and like you still have so many cards, you're probably just going to win the game off this board alone.
Yeah, that's perfect. So we'll get into combos. We'll go into a new combo stream then.